about the wellbeing event that's actually taking place tomorrow. I mean, where has time gone? It's just literally flown by since we first started this, and thought I'd come on quickly before I go outside and harvest my tomatoes, which I'll be bringing with me for my little snacks tomorrow. Again, it's about getting outside in the fresh air, which is one of the things that tomorrow's going to bring, isn't it, Sharon?
Yeah, absolutely, fresh air. But I think also importantly, I don't know how many of you have seen the post that I put out yesterday, but on the back end of my emotional scale live that I did the other night in the group, what I've realised very much in the last few weeks is how important it is. Well, it's one of those things that and it's not that I didn't already know this, but it just comes back to reaffirm how important it is to be around other like-minded, hearts, souls, beings, because I think, there's just so much stuff going on right now, and, it's difficult for a lot of us to kind of rise above it and get out of the mire of all of that, that's going on outside of us, because actually, when we're just with ourselves and other people who are of a similar ilk and vibration, all of that just pales into insignificance. So, I think tomorrow is very much about, being with other similar vibrations, so that we can all, raise up from where we're at. Also obviously for people to come along and sound us out if they haven't experienced some of our stuff before. All of us are always up for talking to people and sharing what it is that we do to raise vibrations and assist others, whether that's spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. That's what the day's about. It's a whole holistic kind of approach, really. And certainly breathing deeply, some fresh air and being in nature, rain or shine, doesn't matter. Rain is cleansing, so if that's what comes, that's what's needed. Wind represents change, so if that's what comes, that's what's needed. We'll be in the caravan, so there will be a little bit of undercover for you, myself and Vivian offering our stuff, so people can come up and see us there. And I think Michelle's also going to clear out a couple of the stables, so there'll be a little bit of overhead shelter if needs be for a couple of other people, because I know a couple of the other ladies are bringing some artwork, and obviously Marie with her crystals. We don't want those being knocked off the table, and Jane with all her lovely bee things as well. And I can't remember who else is there. You know what it's like, you've got a list in your head before you start, and then you go, oh blimey, I know I'm going to forget somebody, but and of course the horses, their energy, just being in their presence is pretty awesome. Horsome, as I have coined the phrase. Crystal bowls, and obviously yourself with angels and future and past life regressions and whatnot. It's all very good, all very exciting. The debut outing for our conscious crystal cards as well. So anybody who loves animals, come and see me, because the caravan will be full of animal vibes for sure, and lots of guidance messages, empowerment, healing, and a bit of ocean drum going on with me as well. So if anybody fancies an ocean drum journey to connect with the whales and the dolphins or turtles or whatever, or just a really real deep dive meditation, just to chill out and generally feel better afterwards, which is one of the main aims of the day, is for people to come, experience, feel great, empowered, go home feeling amazing, and also know that they've helped an amazing CIC, which is obviously Kent Equine Facilitated Learning, which is helping young people, children and young adults overcome all the kinds of obstacles that they might have in their lives at the moment through the wonderful healing that is the horses by Michelle. That's it.
Exactly.
That's a wrap from me. Over to you.
Excellent. Yeah, and Jane, who's going to be here, is actually watching now, and she says it's absolutely great to connect with us all, and that she can't wait to see us, which is good. And Keith has popped on to say good day to you both. Hi, Keith. Thanks for popping on with us. Yeah. So.
Oh, what's Natalie bringing? I missed out Natalie. Natalie's the aloe vera lady, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's some other stuff. I think Emma with tarot and art and. Yeah, okay, but we've also got workshops going on, which will be absolutely brilliant. So there's 5 workshops that are taking place. There's obviously Sharon's one at 12 o'clock, which is the ocean drum, which she's just been talking about. Then at 1 o'clock, we have got Sarah, who's going to be in a tea party for adults, where, you know, as adults, sometimes we forget about our childlike feelings, you know, about having fun and enjoyment. So she's going to be doing a workshop to help you remember and connect with those fun aspects of your childhood. And of course, if you're bringing children with you, they're going to enjoy it as well, because they're going to be able to be children, which, you know, sometimes in this day and age, it's very difficult for children to be children all the time. So that will give them a chance to be again children. Then at 2 o'clock, myself and the lovely Caroline Sharp from Ascending Angels will be doing a combined workshop. It's a meeting of angels where Caroline will be playing her beautiful crystal bowls, and I'll be taking you on a guided meditation journey into your heart to actually connect with your heart, see the joy and the unconditional love that's in your heart, connect with the angels, just go on a journey to explore and bring back insights and wisdom and knowledge. And who knows where it'll go, because both Caroline and I it will all be channeled. So we have no idea where it's going, where it's going to take you, where it's going to take us.
Same as me with the ocean drum. I mean, I'll bring the ocean drum, but who knows? That may or may not be what we do on the day. It is what it is, isn't it? It's whatever's divinely ordered.
Exactly, it most totally is. And then at 3 o'clock, Vivian is going to be doing a workshop on the balance procedure. So you'll actually get a chance to have a go at the balance procedure, use the cards, and actually get some more balance into your life and look at where things might be out of balance and put them back into balance. Then at 4 o'clock, Michelle and Sue are going to be doing a workshop on working with your pets. So, you know, pets are quite often a mirror of us. And if they're feeling good, then we're feeling good. If we're feeling good, then they're feeling good. So by working with the pets and, you know, how to see their moods, their changes, healing, etc., this actually has a benefit on your family as well. And the beauty is, if you want to bring your dogs along on leads, you can do. So you know,
love.
yeah, so if you don't want to leave your dog indoors and you think, you know, say my dog could really do with some energy, some healing, some guide, then bring your dog along. As long as it's on a lead, then it'll be absolutely fine. And of course, as Sharon said, you know, we're going to have Michelle's herd of horses in the background working around, and Caroline and Sue will actually be doing Reiki with the herd. So you'll actually get a chance to have some Reiki with them. And as Sharon said, I'll also be in the caravan and I'll be offering angelic Reiki healing with an angel card reading, or you can journey into a future lifetime to meet a departed loved one, which is amazing that you don't need to go to a medium to actually connect with a departed loved one. You can actually do it yourself, and I actually guide you to do that. You know, which at this time of the year, coming up to, you know, Halloween or Samhain, you know, where we connect with our ancestors, with departed ones, is quite a nice thing to do. So that's what I'm offering the caravan, and Vivian is going to be offering one-to-ones in the caravan with the balance procedure. And all of us that are offering one-to-one therapies with you, you can, if you want, pre-book appointments with us. We don't have a lot of appointments because we are doing the workshops and other things. But if you want to pre-book, just look for our contact links, because you'll be able to do that. There is going to be cake there on sale. We do suggest that you bring your own picnic, your own hot drinks, you know, and you can leave them in your car, because you can drive on into the yard, so you can leave your car there, so you can go and do a workshop, go back, have a drink, something to eat, go and do another workshop, go and see a therapist, go and buy something from the stands that are there. You know, it's a full day, and it's only, and I mean, this is where I think it's so brilliant, it's only £15. And for £15, you can attend 5 workshops, 5 45-minute workshops. Where else do you get the chance for £15 to attend workshops? You know, it's just amazing. So even if you didn't want a therapy, you didn't buy anything from the stands or stalls, which, although I couldn't understand why you wouldn't do that, especially as, you know, the C word is going to be coming up soon. You know, don't really like to mention that.
Another C word.
Yeah. Let's get Samhain, Halloween out of the way. Then we can start actually using that word properly.
I apologise that I keep glancing and I'm slightly sidetracked. I've got the most gorgeous missel thrush that started to come into my garden, and because I'm standing in front of my patio at the moment. And I've just been, as you were talking, he's just bobbing up and down, and it's a young one. So yes, obviously must be a message there for you, Ray, I think, about the old missel thrush, or song thrush possibly, but I think it's probably a missel thrush, because it's eating the berries. So you know, I don't know, take from that what you will about berry eating and singing your own song and whatnot, but yeah.
Thank you for that.
So adorable. So yes, sorry, I interrupt you saying what an absolute bargain it is this day to be able to come and do 5 workshops for £15. And like you say, if they do want even one session, you know, our one-to-ones, we're doing £20, which is obviously a lot less than what we would normally charge. So, you know, for £35, you can have one full-on one-to-one interaction with one of the readers or therapists, you know, do 5 workshops and, you know, just be among wonderful, like-minded, like-hearted souls in nature, breathing fresh air. What more could you want for a Saturday in October?
Exactly. What more could you want? And you never know what exciting things you'll find out, new ideas, new thoughts, new therapies, new contacts, you know, community. You know, whilst you're in the workshop, you could be next to someone who could turn out to be someone that, you know, that you can become friends with, you can collaborate with.
Yeah,
it's an amazing,
brilliant for networking.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Yeah,
it is, and it's such an amazing space to be in, and you know, although it's eight acres, we're in a smaller part of it, but you feel like you're in this bubble, and the outside world just doesn't exist, you know. So from 11:30 to 5, you can be in a completely different world that doesn't.
You can be. Just stop with you can be.
Exactly. You don't have to worry, don't have to think, just be, and just look after yourself and your children and your pets if you bring them along, as well, and that. So details will in the description, and you know, do check out the links of the individual therapists and what's on offer. And yeah, come rain or shine, we will be there tomorrow. Obviously, dress appropriate for the weather. So you know, if you know, so rain mac if it rains. A jumper if it's cold.
Parasol for when the sun comes out.
Yeah, or a t-shirt for when the sun comes out and you can get that warmth. You know, just dress for British weather, basically. You know, you're in England.
My husband always says, "You were born wet." Little bit of rain never did you any harm. You were born wet. That's what my husband always says when there's a downpour and I moan about it.
Yeah, and you can, and it's such a feeling when you actually dry off later. It's kind of like that homely, huggy feel, isn't it? When you actually dry off, so so you get the benefit of that. But it's going to be pretty clear most of tomorrow anyway. So if not what the forecast said, it is actually going to be pretty clear tomorrow because that's what we've decided. So that should, and obviously, areas down in Dartford and Kent, they have their own little eco bubbles.
Well, I tell you, every time I go to the horse yard, it seems to have its own little microclimate. I mean, the last time I went, I drove up the motorway in an absolute, well, I say drove, I practically crawled because there was just the most horrendous flash flood, deluge. I mean, to be fair, it was raining a bit when we got to the horse yard. But I mean, within about 15, 20 minutes of being there, working in the energy, having the kinds of conversations we were having, bringing the light, the sun came out, we had the most gorgeous rainbow. And, it was just, and it's literally like it just hangs over the little horse yard. It's, so it'll be what it'll be. All will be well in the world. I need to go and have some lunch.
Yes, I'm going to end this now because I need to go.
Feed the overcoat of my soul, as I say.
Excellent. And I will see you tomorrow.
Indeed.
At the little horse yard in the caravan. And we will see everyone who's watching this tomorrow at the little horse yard. And we look forward to welcoming you